Well, welcome back to Dan's Lifestyle and Reviews. And just to say, Crombacker is not the sponsor of the video, but if Crombacker would like to sponsor my videos, please do get in touch. Oh, that's good. Right, as I said in my first video, I was going to get an Insta360 Ace Pro. Well, here it is. Oh, small problem. Now, do you know what? Forget it. We'll crack on. Right, anyway. So I did get one. And it comes in this box like this as well. And you get some stickers. Right? A bit childish, but there we go. My little girl, she's 4. She'll like them. She'll stick them anywhere she likes. Anyway, the Insta360 Ace Pro. So it's engineered with Leica, who they make lenses. Anyway. Now, before we get in, well, you know what, just open the damn thing up and we chat as we go. So, anyway, I've already opened it, because, you know, like a child, you can't wait, can you? Well, I'm the same. So I already opened it, I already charged it, and I've already had a quick play with it. Anyway, so you get the camera, so we'll just lay that there a second. And then a few other little bits in the box, right, and get that up. That's it. And then that was on the bottom of the thing, I already taken that off. So in the box, you get a micro USB-C to micro USB-C cable, right? You get one of these suction mounts. Now, I've not used it, but it's fairly pliable. I mean, if you were to heat it up, for example, you might be able to get some more flexibility out of it. But no, it's fairly pliable, so you could mount that to, well, a flat surface, for example. Push it down, windscreen, whatever, bonnet, whatever you fancy, really. And the other thing you get with it is you get the magnetic quick release mechanism with your mounting at the bottom there. So that will just literally clip on, and then it's not going anywhere, is it? Let's be perfectly honest. Right, so anyway, you get your usual bump that you get with these things, like your safety guidelines, you know, waterproofing and some quick and some more stickers and general stuff that you don't look at. You just file it. Anyway, so I bought the camera and I thought, well, I'm going to need some accessories, aren't I? So let's look at the accessories before we progress. Now, I wanted to have the option of being able to use a microphone, like one of those lavalier ones, you know, the ones that have the 3.5mm bullet connector on the end. So that would plug into here, and then also you could charge it at the same time. So this, again, got it on Amazon, right? I bought all this stuff from Amazon. I'll drop all the links in the description to the stuff that I bought. Now, I bought this one, right, and it was sold as new. Now, for the people that have worked at Amazon, now I did actually for a year, I worked in Amazon customer returns, and it's got an LPN. So when it's got an LPN, that means that it's actually already been shipped to a customer. Now, because it's not an Amazon warehouse, what it means is that it may have been shipped, but it may have never been delivered, hence why it was then sent back to Amazon. They've processed it and issued an LPN, so it has full traceability of where it's ever been in its lifetime. Anyway, so yes, so I bought one of those and it turned up with that. Not a problem, I know the score. Anyway, so I looked at it and it already had some of this plastic stuff around it, but of course I've already, like a child, I've already had a look. So that stuff aside, so you've got the micro USB-C and obviously your headphone jack port, your 3.5mm. And then basically it just clips into the side of here. So what you do is you, little arrow, pull it down, and then you basically just pull it off. And you've got your USB-C. I've already got my memory card in there. It didn't come with a memory card, and I thought for the $379.99 or whatever it was, would have been ought to come with a memory card really, considering they're like dirt cheap these days. Anyway, I popped a 128 gig one in there because that's what I had knocking around the place. So, to install that, as you can see, boom, line it up with the USB Type-C and then just push it in. And just lock in, and it's not going anywhere really. You really have to pull on it quite hard to actually pop it off. So that's the first thing that I bought to go with it, and then obviously then we'll file that in the original box that it came in. Now the other thing I bought was a quick release mount, and that's to go with my selfie stick that I wanted. So let's have a quick look at this. Again, this one, no LPN, so it's never been to a customer, which is fine by me, it's all good. So this one, little bag of bits and bobs. Oh, of course I didn't put it back in the right way round in the box, but that's me. So on this one, again, it's a magnetic one, but you've got, it's a genuine Insta360 one, not like all the cheaper ones you can buy on eBay and Amazon. They actually work out to be, I think, the same price or thereabouts. I'd rather go for the genuine one than on that basis. But anyway, they're magnetic. So you can open them up, you can use it like that, or you can screw it down, which is what I would do, onto the selfie stick. And then this part you can pop off. It's got a lock on it. So the lock is that you can't then push those to release it. So if I unlock that, he says he can then release it. That's what he said. There we go. So, and there you go. And then obviously then you can just drop your camera onto there. Same way. You push the either side, release, and then drop it on. Lock it. You can't undo it, take it off. See? All good in the hood. Right, so that's the other thing that I bought. Right, so let's go through them. Oh yeah, with this, you get a couple of little bits with it. So, you get like these little mini pads. I'm assuming it'll just to take up some slack if it gets sloppy, I don't know. And then you get a little, this is actually like practically it's a screwdriver. So on the bottom of that, you can actually wind that up to screw up your item that you've got on top if you need to, if it keeps on turning, but there's your option. Right. So selfie stick, right? This is the K&F Concept. Now, do you know what? I looked at them for a while, all about 10 minutes, and I thought that was adequate time looking at selfie sticks, to be honest. Anyway, I went with this one because I quite liked it, and the reason I liked it, firstly, I like the kind of carbon effect on it. I like the fact you've got a nice little button so you could have this with you to start your recording, and then you've got, so right, I'll show you. So you've got the mount on the top, which is what I'm going to mount this to, but if you pull this out, right, like that, oh, and then do that and do that, I assume you can, no, you can't see it, that's a lot of bollock, excuse me, it's pardon my French. Yeah, so then you can just mount your phone in there, and that's that. And then obviously you've got your screw section here, so you can obviously, whatever you put on there, you can then nip it down with that. On the side, releases the ball. Again, another great reason. Another one of those doofers there like that. So I could even put that on the side, right? Or not. I could, but it would be useless. Anyway, you've got this mechanism here. Right, so let's unlock in that direction. And it means if I pull, I should in theory, I can open these up here, like so. Push that down, and then lock it up. Lock it up, and it won't go anywhere. But this one, this is about, I think, what does it do? It does about 60. What's it say on there? 65 inches or something, isn't it? 62 inches. So that's the extension. Oh, suits you. So yeah, so you've got quite a good extension on there, which is quite handy. And it's a nice, makes you feel at home. So yeah, it's all good. So I like that. So that's the reason I went for that one. And the reason I got that was so that I could mount that on there. So I really can't see anything I'm doing, can you? Because I'm useless. That's because I'm filming on a phone, and I really don't like filming on phones. And I've nudged that, sorry. Right. Hey, it's a learning curve, right? So, line that up, lock it up. We're good to go there, aren't we? Are we central? Yeah, it's good as it's going to get in it. So, if I now take off hey, I will get better than this. I can literally mount that straight to it and lock it up, and that way it ain't coming off. Yeah, so that's what I wanted. And obviously with the fact you've got this movement, you can literally have it and hold it exactly where you want it. Another reason why I liked it. I can just nip that up so it won't move anywhere. And then obviously I can then have it out 62 inches away from me, which is nice. So yeah, so I'm quite impressed and quite happy with that. So, but that's the main reason I went with this one, was the fact you've got the ball joint. That's the main reason, really, actually, because I didn't really see another one that did have that. So, think about this one here as well. So on there is a hot shoe mount, they call that little where you can slide something into it. The fact you've got that on the side means you could probably purchase some other kind of mount, that whether it's for a hot shoe or a microphone mount or something else. But if you use a microphone, then maybe you'll use a hot shoe, because then you can just drop it into there. So it has many benefits. But so that was that one. And then, oh yeah, also it comes with that. Right? Now that you could have screwed onto the top, but I didn't want to keep unscrewing the damn thing. I want a quick release, so I'm going quick release. Makes a lot of sense. So that was that one. So let's just quick release that one, he says. We'll unlock it first. Actually, that's the only issue that's now, is if you've got fatter fingers, it's not quite so easy. But anyway, there's that one. Right, I'll get that crap out of the way, because that's that. Right, because I was going to do some vlogging on my bike as well, and a few different sort of bike videos. I wanted a mount to mount it on the crash helmet, so I went with the genuine GoPro one, because all of the mounts, they're all the same size, universal, which I think is a great idea. Anyway, so when it was warehouse, it was sold as Amazon warehouse, as new open box sort of thing. So I'm like, okay. Anyway, it was like that. Customers already received it and had a play with it and thought, nah, don't like that. Send that back. So, what do you get? You get one of these type of mounts, and obviously you'll position your in there. So if I were to put the 360 in there, I could use this one in like so, line those up, drop that in there, nip that up, and then drop the camera on it, like so. That way I've got something that I could mount that to, and then I've got that as a mount. And of course the only movement I've got in that is back and forth, which is fine if that mounting aspect is correct for what you're looking for. In my instance, on my crash helmet, I've got it's an Array Profile V. Well, if I were to mount it on the side of the crash helmet, you end up getting a lot of drag on one side of your crash helmet, which wants to twist your head off. So I want to mount it on the chin, but that profile there is no good for mounting on the chin. All I'm effectively gluing down is like one little section in the middle. I want all of it. So anyway, I did buy in. I bought one from Chin Mounts. They make specific mounts for your specific crash helmet, so it's a perfect fit every time. So anyway, I'm not going to use those. I'm not going to send it back. I'm going to keep it, because I like the fact that you've got this one here and you've got a bit of movement in it. So you've got another little ball joint in there and some little adapters, and so I can use this and mount it somewhere else on the bike if I want to. So I'm not going to send it back. It's already been back once. So yeah, I'm not going to send it back. So anyway, that's those bits. Anyway, so let's go back to the camera. Right, so let's ask the question, right? Why did I buy this one? Well, first of all, I like the screen. So there's two little buttons on the side of the screen. You can flip that up, and now you're at the front here. So you can see exactly what you're looking at. So you can see yourself as you're filming. Or if you're filming over the top and you want a better angle as you're looking down, you can just move it to where you need it. Exactly where you need it. And I think that's brilliant. So yeah, so it's quite tough. It doesn't feel floppy. It doesn't feel like you could just easily break it. So again, quite happy with that. And it'll just sort of snap shut. It doesn't interfere obviously with this, having this in the side. Your battery is mounted in there. Again, you can just little tab on it, pull it out, boom, nice and easy. So yeah, the genuine Insta360 Pro one is fine. You can obviously buy more batteries, but I don't think I will, to be honest, because on the settings within the camera you can actually use that. And sorry, we've got one of these fly killing devices in the kitchen. Too many blooming flies about at the minute. So yeah, bang, bang, bang. Right. It's got inbuilt microphones. But like I say, I wanted to have the option of using a headphone jack to use, say, like one of those boom mics, like a lavalier one. But when I use my crash helmet on my bike, I've got a Cardo Edge. Now this will pair with my Cardo Edge, and it will use the microphones the microphone from the Cardo Edge, and it will connect up and record all my audio straight to the video through this. So I'm thinking that's another main reason as to why I bought this one. I think it's a brilliant idea. So you don't need to have another microphone flapping around your crash helmet when you've already got one installed anyway. So brilliant idea. Absolutely love it. So as and well as I progress with using this, whether it be on the bike or just filming general odds and sods, I know they do like these filters that go over the lenses. Now I did watch one guy. He used a polarizing filter, and he showed with and without, and it was quite a variation between them. So I'm thinking I might end up buying some filters for it. But again, I'll do a video on that in the future anyway. Right, well, I think that's pretty much everything with the camera. Obviously I haven't. Let's just turn it on quickly. So power button on the side, and then you've got your recording button on the top. Stop, record. But with, again, another beauty with this one, it's got voice commands. So all you need to say is start recording, it'll record. When you finish, stop recording, and it will stop. Brilliant. So you don't even have to have any silly motion gestures, and just say it and it'll work. And I've seen some other videos, and believe me, it does work. So let's just turn it on quickly. She's fully charged. I did charge her up again earlier. So yeah. So I've got it set on at the minute. It's 4K 120 frames per second. So my 128 gig card I've got an hour and 44 minutes. Now there's a few little videos on there already. We're only talking maybe 5 minutes tops. So 128 gig, 4K 120 frames per second would be about 149 minutes. So 49, yeah. Which is, it's fine. It's fine. But again, I can get a bigger card, double it. Anyway, so it's quite intuitive. You can pull down and you've got all your settings. Like the little AirPods style looking button, right, if I press that one, that Bluetooth is starting. Now that is the button you'll press to find your Cardo Edge intercom, and then connect up that way. So Bluetooth headphones, which is good. Not really gone through many of these yet, but you've got another settings one, you've got your Wi-Fi settings and some general information. But as and when you buy one, or if you buy one, you can play around that yourself. And I'm sure you'll have great fun messing around with it. Anyway, back up. And if I swipe from the bottom up, I've got different settings again. So stabilization, I've got it on standard currently because I've not actually messed with it yet. And then you've got your ratio, you've got your HDR, then you've got resolution. So it would do 8K, but only at 4 frames per second. Now, if I go back to 4K, it will do the 120, 100, 60, 50, 48, 30, 25, and 24. Then you've got 2.7K, and then you've got your 1080p. Now, if I set it on 1080p, say 30 frames per second, scroll that back that way, I now get 4 hours and 57 minutes of record time. So you can see that, actually that's a plus point. If I just click on the 1080p 30, it'll bring that menu up. So I can now change that. 2.7K, I don't know, just 60 frames per second. Swipe down, I get 2 hours and 34 minutes on the 128 card. Minus my 5 minutes that I've already recorded. Anyway, so I've got this button here which will zoom in, zoom out, but I think you can just double tap, yeah. And then if I just press the screen once, it'll bring these things back up. Now I've got this thing, it's called Ultra down here. Then you've got Action, and it will give you a little bit of information on there as to what that exactly does. So it says, so Action View compresses the space for an immersive first-person view, ideal for skiing, cycling, and more. Ultra is more obviously ultra-wide. Ultra-wide is suitable for scenes requiring a wide view, such as mountaineering, hiking, and other outdoor sports. Now, I don't really do mountaineering, so don't think I need that. But I like this one, D-Warp. Now, I bought a GoPro that was like a Hero 2 many years ago. And you know what, I couldn't stand the damn thing. Fisheye, big time. Oh, it ruined everything. And so you had to have specific software to de-fisheye it. And I thought, you know, what a waste of life that is. Now forget it. I'll just record on my old Samsung Galaxy S5. That's what I had at the time. And avoids all that altogether. Anyway, D-Warp. Basically, if I do it on Ultra, you will get some of the warping around your image. So like you're looking through a fishbowl. If you de-warp, it gets rid of it. And I think that's brilliant. 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 And then you've, whatever that one is, that is horizontal lock. So whatever you do, whatever way you twist the camera, it will just keep your horizontal. But I'm going to keep it on de-warp because I don't like warped images. Anyway, that was that. And then you can scroll from that side and you've got, so your auto settings, and then you've got your manual settings. So if you're all au fait with your ISO speeds and your white balance and your high triangles, whatever that is, that's fine. But if you're not, you can stick it on auto and it will just automatically sort that lot out for you, which is good. Scroll the other way and you've got, oh actually that's the point. Sorry. Okay. Photo mode. So if you scroll from the middle of the screen, you can bring up this menu where you've got different shooting modes. I've got your slow motion, burst, star lapse, don't know what that is yet, intervals, HDR, photo, video, and pure video, free frame video, and time shift. Anyway, so if I just click back to video, and then, but if you scroll from that side, you can look at your previous saved content that you've got. So, which is again another handy little feature. So yeah, I like it. Don't think there's anything. Well, actually, saying that, you get your screen at the front as well, so it tells you what you've got going on there. 16:9 ratio, 2.7K, 60 frames, full battery, 2.5 hours worth of filming, and then you're in video mode. The only gripe that I think I've got with this is weight. It's not the lightest. So I don't know how it's going to feel once you've boshed it on the front of your lid and you're doing, you know, national speed limit or something, or a 20 in a 20 zone. So yeah, I don't know how it's going to feel as it's boshing your head down a bit lower. But I'll let you know in due course. So anyway, if you stay with me till the end, cheers. And we will progress and do some more videos with this thing. This will be my prime camera instead of my iPhone. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Stay tuned and I'll get better at videos. Maybe less rambling. Or maybe not. Anyway, till the next one. Bye-bye.